The most powerful tool you have is your thoughts. As we approach the end of 2024, you have a unique chance to use this ability like never before. It is the key to unleashing a life beyond your wildest dreams. There are only 2 months left in the year, so I understand what you might be thinking. Does it seem like enough time to make a big difference? I have a tremendous message for you. 2 months is an eternity if you know how to use it. Indeed, these last 60 days of 2024 could be the most life-changing period of the year. You see, most of the people have already completed their year, and it is coming to an end. They continue to achieve the same results year after year because they are stuck in outdated ideas, behaviors, and routines. But you are unique. You are here because you desire something more. You are ready to break the boundaries of your past and create an exciting future for yourself. This is your chance to make it happen in the last 2 months of 2024. Now is the time to create the conditions to achieve your goals 10 times faster than in the past. Think about this. For 10 months, you have gained knowledge, grown and experienced life. The momentum from previous months is helping you move forward, and you have a good 90 days to make significant changes before the prospect of a fresh start in 2025. You have a huge advantage thanks to this special position, and I will teach you how to take advantage of these critical months. I will provide you with the skills, knowledge, and mindset you need not only to end 2024 with unstoppable momentum, but also to catapult yourself into 2025, the most remarkable year of your life. If you are new to our channel, we sincerely welcome you to subscribe and become part of our community. By subscribing, you will join a community sharing inspiration and uplifting messages. Don't forget to enable the bell notification so you don't miss any of our recently released videos. Remember that how you use your time is more important than how much time you have. It all depends on how committed you are to your change. We will make the last 2 months of 2024 the most powerful time for transformation you have ever known. So how are we going to do it? How can we improve our mental software in these last 2 months of 2024 to make it happen 10 times faster? Knowing the power of your subconscious mind is the first step. Your subconscious works similar to a faithful servant. It follows your instructions without questioning or arguing. It will accept everything you present to it as truth. The worst part is that it cannot distinguish between what is going on inside your head and what is going on in your real environment. This means that when you can see, feel, taste, and smell something clearly in your head, your subconscious starts to accept it as real. Once your subconscious accepts something as real, it starts working relentlessly to bring it into your physical world. But this is where most individuals make a mistake, especially as the year comes to an end. They visualize their goals for a few minutes each day and then think and feel the same way for the rest of the day. Their subconscious is receiving conflicting messages from them. It's like trying to drive a car with 1 foot on the brake and 1 foot on the gas. If you want to manifest 10 times faster in these last 2 months of 2024 and position yourself for an amazing 2025, you have to synchronize your conscious thoughts, subconscious beliefs, and behaviors. This is exactly what we are going to achieve. You need to create a new state of being. The first step is to be very clear about what you want. I'm not talking about vague New Year's resolutions or undeveloped concepts. I'm talking about clear, comprehensive views of the world you want. What does it look like? How does it feel? Who are you in the future? Now is the time to think about your most important goal for the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. It could be a beautiful relationship, excellent health, or financial independence. Whatever it is, see it as vividly and realistically as possible. This is where the magic begins. Get into this vision. Experience what it feels like to have realized this goal. Feel the pleasure, excitement, and gratitude vibrating through your body. Allow these feelings to permeate every cell in your body. This is not just a cerebral exercise, but a physical change in your body's chemistry. When you experience these happy emotions, your brain and body release a series of healthy neurochemicals. You are developing new brain connections. Your brain is really rewiring to adapt to your new world. But the work doesn't end there. If you want to manifest 10 times faster in these last 2 months of 2024, you have to establish this new condition of existence as your new normal. You have to live with the result. This requires acting, feeling, and thinking as if the future you want is already here. Consider this. How would you feel if you had already realized your greatest ambition? What would you think? How would you present yourself? What choices would you make? Now is the time to start living that version of yourself. At first, this may seem strange to you. You may encounter resistance from your previous personality and habits of thinking and feeling. This is normal. This is actually a positive indicator. It shows that you are stepping out of your comfort zone. You are escaping the constraints of your past. Remember that your comfort zone is only familiar. It is not really comfortable. To build a new future, you have to become alienated from yourself. To become the person you want to be, you have to let go of who you used to be. Now, I understand that this may seem difficult, but how can I feel successful when I'm not there yet? You may be asking yourself, how can having a small financial account make me feel abundant? I still have health problems. How can I feel good? In this case, you have to use your mental strength. The truth is that your inner state is constantly reflected in your outer environment. If you want to change your external reality, you must first change your internal state. Think about this. Have you ever observed that when you feel good, everything seems to be going well, and that when you feel bad, everything goes wrong? There is no coincidence here. Your emotional and mental states have the ability to shape your world in this way. So whatever your current situation is, in these last 2 months of 2024, if you want it to happen 10 times faster, you have to nurture the mental and emotional state of your ideal future. This means focusing on where you are going instead of where you have been, but it doesn't mean ignoring your current circumstances. Meditating on a daily basis is an effective technique to achieve this. Now, I'm not talking about trying to distract your thoughts while sitting quietly. I'm talking about active, concentrated meditation where you intentionally build your new mental world. Like this. Dedicate at least 15 minutes to this exercise every day for the rest of 2024. Find a peaceful space where you will not be disturbed. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Now, imagine the future you want. Visualize it in striking detail. Use all your senses. What do you observe? Do you hear anything? What smells do you perceive? What tastes do you prefer? How do you feel? As you do this, pay attention to the emotions that surface. Allow them to fill you. Experience the happiness, excitement, and gratitude of living the life of your dreams. Hold on to these emotions. Let them continue to grow stronger. In doing this, you are really changing your brain. You are developing new brain connections. Your brain is being trained to accept this new situation as the new normal for you. The important thing to remember is that you can't expect miracles when you only do something once. You must do it every day for the rest of 2024. Your brain has to be constantly trained to work in this new way. You can compare it to going to the gym. You wouldn't think that going to the gym once would help you get in shape, would you? You realize that you have to go often and continuously to see results. For your mind, this mental exercise is similar to going to the gym. The more you practice, the stronger your mental muscles get. Some of you may be thinking, but I don't have time for that. And I understand that. Let me ask you this. Do you have time to continue living a life that falls short of your ideals? I am very busy. Do you have time to continue struggling and feeling stuck? In reality, you cannot afford to ignore it. This daily exercise is the basis for manifesting 10 times faster in these last 2 months of 2024. This will set you apart from the crowds who always want change, but never work consistently to make it happen. However, meditation is just the beginning. If you want to manifest 10 times faster in these last 2 months of 2024, you must integrate this new state of being into your daily existence. You must use this new state to make choices, take action, and communicate with people. This requires you to pay attention to your emotions and ideas all day long. Gently refocus your attention when you see yourself slipping back into old thought or feeling patterns. Reconnect with these positive feelings and remind yourself of your vision. This also requires acting on inspiration. As you cultivate this new way of being, you will begin to receive thoughts and nudges that support your vision. Even if they seem small or insignificant, believe in them and act on them. These motivated actions are the foundation of your new reality. Remember that the world reacts to who you are, not what you want. When you consistently adopt the attitudes, behaviors, and ideas of this future, you become a magnet for chances and experiences aligned with your ideal future. Now let's talk about your environment. Another key ingredient for manifesting 10 times faster in these last 2 months of 2024. Your environment has a significant impact on how you think, feel, and act. You have to create an atmosphere that supports the new future you want to create. This requires having people around you who push you to improve, motivate you, and believe in you. It requires absorbing media and information that supports your goals. It requires adjusting your physical space to reflect your goals and help you achieve them. Consider this. If you are trying to attract material prosperity, but your environment is cluttered and disorganized, you are sending conflicting messages to your subconscious mind. If you are trying to attract good health and your refrigerator is full of junk food, you are causing internal tension. Instead of reflecting who you are, your environment should reflect who you are becoming. So look around you. What elements in your environment need to change to support your vision? What needs to be eliminated? What needs to be included? Never forget that every change, no matter how small, matters. With every decision you make, you are either moving closer to your vision or further away from it. There is no neutral ground. Now let's consider a common issue when discussing manifesting: fear of failure. Some people are reluctant to commit fully to their goals for fear of disappointment. What if it doesn't work? They ask themselves. But the truth is that the only real failure is not trying. Living a life below your potential is the only real disappointment. When you put all your effort into realizing your vision and building the future you want, you have already won. You are living your life as you see fit. You are becoming a more authentic version of yourself. Another thing to think about is that manifestation is not just about acquiring material possessions, but about being the person who can create and sustain the life you want. It is about evolving and growing as a person. Even if things don't go exactly as you had hoped, you will continue to evolve, and often they evolve for the better. You will still have grown, and that in itself is a great achievement. Now let's discuss gratitude, another effective strategy to manifest 10 times faster in these last 2 months of 2024. Gratitude is a manifestation accelerator. When you express gratitude, you are saying to the universe, please, more of this. But the secret is to be grateful both for what you have now and for what is yet to come. Remember that your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is going on in your head and what is going on in your real world. Therefore, When you are truly grateful for the future you choose as if it already exists, you generate a powerful and attractive energy. Express your gratitude at the beginning and end of each day. Appreciate with equal gratitude the gifts you have now and the gifts that are coming your way. Allow this feeling of gratitude to permeate every part of you. Speaking of emotions, let us also talk about the power of love. The greatest vibration in the universe is love. When you approach your manifestation process with love, your ability to manifest increases dramatically. Love for others, love for yourself, and love for the process itself. When you envision the future you want, when you act from inspiration, and when you relate to other people, do everything from a position of love. Love the person you are becoming, the path you are walking, and the development you are undergoing. Now, I want to discuss the function of action, which often comes up when discussing manifestation. Thinking happy thoughts and then waiting for the magic to happen is what some people believe manifestation is all about. But this is not how manifestation works. Manifestation is a collaboration between you and the universe. You have to fulfill your responsibilities and act on inspiration. But the secret is that it is not just about using willpower to make things happen. It involves aligning with your vision and then following the arrows provided by the universe. When you act from a position of knowing and trust and are in sync with your goal, opportunities will start to present themselves. Doors will start to open. It is your responsibility to be prepared and vigilant. And when those doors open, it is your responsibility to walk through them. This may require you to step out of your comfort zone. You may need to take on new challenges. It may require you to face your worries. But remember that the magic happens when you step outside your comfort zone. Now let's talk about the perseverance required to manifest 10 times faster in these last few months of 2024. The manifestation process doesn't always have to go in a straight line. Sometimes it may seem like nothing is happening. Both your words and your ideas have power. However, when you put your aspirations, ambitions, and innermost desires in writing, the universe takes notice. That's when the magic begins to work. Take a moment to think about how many times you have had a burst of inspiration or a brilliant idea that you later forgot. How many dreams have you missed because you didn't record them? Writing not only helps you remember things, it also allows you to express yourself and the world. It has to do with devotion too. When you put pen to paper or fingers to computer, you are not just capturing information. You are transferring your ideas into the real world. The first step in realizing your ambitions, my friends, is to transform the invisible into the visible. This is just an article. I understand what some of you are thinking. How is this going to change anything? But I can assure you that writing is a powerful act. It is a creative process. Writing down your goals is more than just putting them down on paper. It is planting seeds that with the right nourishment can grow into the life you have always desired. The problem is that our brains are programmed to concentrate on what we focus on. Hey, this is important. Pay attention to this. When you write something down, you tell your brain that and it pays attention to it. It starts to perceive the possibilities associated with what you write. Unbeknownst to you, it starts generating suggestions to help you achieve those goals. Your brain starts working to make what you have written a reality. Writing down your goals is a communication with the universe, so it is not just about your brain. You declare, this is what I want. This is what I am working for. The world responds to that, but not in a magical or mystical way, but in very practical and concrete ways. You see, when you have a clear idea of what you desire, you start behaving differently. Your life starts to change as a result of the decisions you make and the things you see. You have to relate your activities to the goals you set. The universe is not doing it for you. As an example, let's say you have jotted down your desire to start your own company. Suddenly, you start seeing stories about entrepreneurship that you might have glanced at before. Your ears prick up when you hear someone discussing the possibility of a new business. Books and podcasts about successful corporate entrepreneurs appeal to you. Your goal has prepared your mind to search for possibilities and relevant information. However, the work goes beyond that. When you put your goals in writing, you make a promise to yourself. When your goals are written down and laid out in front of you on paper, it is much harder to ignore them than if they remain a vague concept in your brain. You feel a sense of obligation to this textual representation of your goals. Certainty is very much loved by the universe. When you write down vague goals like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy, you are not giving the world anything to work towards. On the other hand, when you put your goals in writing, things start happening. Instead of, I want to be successful, write, I want to build an online coaching business that helps 1,000 people improve their lives and generate $10,000 a month in revenue within 2 years. Do you notice the difference? The second goal provides a clear goal that both you and the universe will strive to achieve. Now, I am not claiming that just putting your goals on paper will make them happen. That would be too simplistic, wouldn't it? No, but putting them in writing is an important first step. It is similar to planting a seed. For the seed to grow into a tree, it needs to be watered, exposed to sunlight, and protected from inclement weather. But if you don't plant the seed, you won't get the tree. Similarly, once you have your goals in writing, you must act on them. You must strive for them every day and have the courage to take on and overcome challenges. When you put these goals in writing, you have a pole star to work towards, something to turn to in difficult times, and a reminder of why you started in the first place. Since success breeds success, once you start working towards your written goals, you will discover that you are accomplishing things you never even put down on paper. You will start to believe in yourself more with the confidence that comes from achieving your written goals. You will have bigger dreams, and you will see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles. But none of this will happen unless you take the vital step of putting your goals on paper. Think about the most successful people you know or respect. Do you believe that their success came by accident? No, they had a clear idea of what they wanted to achieve, and I bet they eventually put it down in writing. They gave it substance. They gave it life. Now, I want you to think about your own life. What dreams are running through your mind? What goals have you set out to achieve? If you could wave a magic wand and realize your dream life, what would it look like? Do you have such ideas in your mind? Well done. Now your task is to write them down, every single one of them. Avoid self-censorship. No matter how realistic they are, get them out of your brain and onto paper. Why? Because everything becomes real when it is written down. They become tangible objects that you can see and feel. They become something you can strive for. And the best part is that once you put it down on paper, the universe cannot ignore you. It's as if you are broadcasting your goals to the world and sending a signal, and the world is responding. But remember that writing it down is only the first step. The fire is ignited by a spark. You have to feed that fire every day. Regularly read about the goals you set, see them, and experience the feelings of achieving them. Let the words penetrate your subconscious mind. The truth is that the mind has tremendous power. Even if you are not aware of it, your mind is always working. When you constantly read, visualize, and feel your written goals, your subconscious mind is programmed to help you achieve your goals. Your subconscious mind will begin to determine how you will behave, make choices, and react. It will attract opportunities and people who share your goals. Ideas and insights will come to you that you wouldn't otherwise have, but if you don't write it down first, none of it will happen. Failure is not the antithesis of success. It is a necessary component of success. I understand that some of you are asking, but what if I write down my goals and they don't happen? What if I fail? To which I answer, what if you succeed? You can use each failure as feedback to learn what didn't work and what did work. If you set a goal and don't achieve it, the universe doesn't ignore you. It gives you important information. Maybe you need to change your strategy. Maybe you can break your big goal into smaller goals. Maybe you need to acquire new skills or knowledge. Or maybe, and this is very important, you have exceeded this goal and need to set a new one. The purpose of setting your goals is not to create a fixed, unchanging future. It is about giving yourself a goal to strive for. As you work towards that goal, you will learn, develop, and evolve, and your goals may change. This is part of the process, so don't worry. It is very important to keep writing, elaborating, and articulating your goals so that the world can react. Let's take a moment to discuss the concept of the universe reacting. I'm talking about the actual way our attention affects our reality, not some magical force that fulfills desires. Writing down your goals helps you focus your attention, and what you focus on grows. If you focus on them, you will notice more challenges. If you concentrate on them, you will notice more possibilities. When you write down your goals, you tell your brain what to concentrate on, and it is very efficient at finding what it is looking for. It's like when you buy a new car and you start to see the model everywhere. Your brain is now tuned to notice cars, even if they are always there. The same is true when you write down your goals. It prepares your mind to see possibilities, concepts, and tools that can support you in achieving them. But just observing is not enough. Writing down your goals also encourages you to take action. When they are specific and measurable, it is easier to determine what actions are needed to achieve your goals. Planning, setting goals, and monitoring your progress becomes simpler. It's easier to say no to things that don't fit with your goals when you have them in writing. It is much easier to identify time wasters and distractions when you have a documented plan that outlines your goals or objectives. Think about this. How many times have you accepted an invitation to do something you really didn't want to do because you didn't know what to do? When you put your goals in writing, you always have that option. Does this match my written goals? Will this help me achieve what I committed to on paper? Is a question you can ask yourself when considering any opportunity or request. Being able to say no to the wrong things is as important as being able to say no to the right things. It all comes down to concentration and focusing your energy where you need it most. The purpose of writing down your goals is not to try to manage every part of your life. Trying to get the universe to do what you want is not the goal. Clarity is what matters. Intention is the key. It involves coordinating your words, ideas, and behavior. This is because harmony is highly valued by the cosmos. When your words, ideas, and actions are moving in the same direction, amazing things start happening. At this point, you start to feel what some people call being in the zone or flow. And writing it down is the first step. But to be clear, clarity is not a magic trick. It won't instantly turn your fantasies into reality. It will put you on the right path. It will help you concentrate your efforts and give you direction. You can liken it to organizing a vacation. If you just get in your car and set off without a specific destination in mind, you may have an exciting adventure, but you are unlikely to reach your destination. If you choose your destination, write it down and plot your route, you have a much better chance of reaching it. The same is true for your life. Without written goals, your path may be interesting, but it is doubtful that you will reach your ultimate goals. However, when your goals are well written, you have a destination, you have a path, you can measure how far you have come. As you start to achieve the goals you set, your confidence grows. You trust yourself more. You start to set more ambitious and bigger goals. You start to see possibilities that you did not know before. Every goal you accomplish and every step you take towards your written goals creates momentum. and that momentum can take you further than you ever imagined. It's similar to the snowball effect, but if you don't take the vital step of putting it down on paper, none of this will happen. Now, I want to talk about the fear that often prevents individuals from putting their goals down on paper. Fear of change, fear of success, and fear of failure all can be crippling. They have the power to hold us back and prevent us from even trying to realize our goals. But the truth is that they are just ideas, and ideas can change. When you put your goals in writing, you face these fears. Something wonderful happens when you say, yes, I might fail. Yes, things may change, but I'm still going to try. Despite the voice in your brain telling you that you can't do it or that it's too hard, you can reduce the power of your anxieties by facing them and writing down your goals. You show yourself that you can overcome your worries. It takes courage to put your wishes in writing. When you say to yourself and to the universe, this is what I want and I'm brave enough to go after it, the universe responds to your courage. It reacts to this word. It begins to open doors that you did not know existed. But remember that if you don't let the universe know the doors you are looking for, it will not be able to open those doors. That's why it's so important to write down your goals. It's like giving the world a roadmap for your aspirations. Now let's talk about perfectionism, which often causes individuals to make mistakes when writing down their goals. Some people believe that their goals need to be well thought out before they put them down on paper. They worry about looking impressive or using appropriate language. But the truth is that your goals don't have to be perfect. All they need to do is put them in writing. They can always be refined later. In fact, you should do this often as you develop, evolve, and better understand your true desires. It's very important to get these goals out of your brain and on paper because once you have them written down, you can work with them. They can be molded by you. You can make them better. Your written goals are not final. Think of them as an ongoing record. They must and can change with you. Putting your goals on paper is only the first step in dialoguing with them. We have come to the end of this video. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell notification to be notified of our videos before anyone else. Hope to see you in our next video. Goodbye.